Hello, my name is Chris Atkinson. I'm a national consultant with Ambit Energy, and I am so glad that you made the decision to take about 15 minutes to see what's going on in our wonderful company. Our company that was just started in 2006 by Chris Chambliss and Jerry Thompson, two men of distinctive backgrounds. You see, Chris Chambliss is the networking guy. He was very instrumental in taking Excel telecommunications from startup to over $1 billion in annual revenue in record time. He teamed up with Jerry Thompson, the Thompson family. 7-Eleven, more 7-Elevens worldwide than McDonald's and Starbucks combined. You put these two guys together, that's where the high growth experience comes from. What has it done for this company? Well, in just a few short years, we already have more than 1.3 million customers, giving us an annual revenue of over $1.5 billion and climbing. Let's see what others say about us. How about the fact that J.D. Power and Associates, year after year after year, continues to rank us #1. You like that #1 thing? Well, I do. Inc. 500 said Ambit Energy is the fastest growing company in all of America. But what they went on to say is that we're the only network marketing company that's ever won that award. What that has allowed us to become is the 12th largest direct sales company on the planet. And yet we're only 9 years old. Why is it working? Well, it's easy. Every state is deregulating, which means they're giving you and I the choice of who our supplier is. We finally have the choice to decide who we purchase our electricity or our natural gas from. When we say that the timing is perfect, we truly mean it. As you see the map, the orange states, that's where we do business. We have less than 3% of the market in those states, where we have the ability to help over 66 million people with an annual revenue base of well over $100 billion. But you talk about timing, look at the gray states. Yeah, that's where we still will be going in the near future. Now, why is this working so well? Well, it's easy. For the customer, well, nothing changes. The way they've always received the bill from the company they've always received it from stays 100% the same. And it doesn't cost anything to become a customer, so we keep it very simple for them. Now for the business owner, and that's probably what you want to be, how about no inventories, no deliveries, and no collections? Ambit Energy handles all the heavy lifting for us. You and I just go out and help people. Now let's talk about the customer some more, because the first thing we want to make sure you understand is, well, we give them a competitive rate. I mean, let's be honest, in this day and age, you have to be competitive no matter what business you're talking about. And so we are. But we also guarantee the satisfaction to each and every single customer. On top of that, just for trying the service, well, we're going to give them a free 3-day, 2-night hotel stay. They pick where to go, about 25 locations. But now, the game changes even more. Every kilowatt equals a travel point. Every therm equals 10 travel points. The average customer, after about 3 years of just paying the same bill that they were going to pay the rest of their life anyway, will receive a travel voucher of over 25 locations to go to. Folks, we're talking a free vacation for simply paying your gas and electric bill. How about places like Las Vegas, Fort Lauderdale? What about Cancun or the Bahamas? Just for paying your bill. Now, every customer who, remember, it didn't cost them anything to become a customer, on top of that, they get a free website. On this website, they can track their usage. They can get some energy saving tips and guides. If they like the savings, maybe they'll tell a few people about it. If they tell just 5 people who become their customer, then they're going to get that travel package instantly. Maybe they tell a few more for a total of 15. And now what we do is every month, as those 15 customers pay their gas or electric bill, we're going to average it and deduct it from your bill, giving you the ability to have free energy on the supply side of your bill. Not once, but month after month after month. You see, the thing that I'm most grateful for is the major decision that Chris and Jerry made together. The decision of the model of which they used for Ambit Energy. You see, they give us the ability to make an income. All they ask us to do is go out and talk to a handful of people. Ask them to pay less on a bill they're already paying. And every month as they continue to pay the bill, that's going to bring revenue to the company. And in turn, they're going to bring revenue to you and me. Month after month after month. You see, they chose the same business model as these other great companies. You know, Facebook, LinkedIn, Google, Twitter. You and I built those companies. Somebody told us about them, we liked the service, and we told others. And all that did is, well, not make you and I a penny. So what if we continue to do the same thing we've always done, refer things to good people, and what if we get paid for it in return? You see, all we're ever going to ask you to do is help a few people pay less for the bill they're going to pay the rest of their life, and share this opportunity with a few more people. So let's start to share with you how we make our income. First of all, we're going to pay you just for gathering a handful of customers. Then we're going to pay you for beginning to build an organization of people who help others pay less for this monthly bill of energy that they're going to pay every month. So we have a simple formula called 5-2-6. And if you'll just follow this path through this formula, success will come your way. The 5 is the customer points. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to give you a website system to build your business with, and that's going to count as 2 customer points. Now what most people do is become their own first customer if they can, call mom and talk to a neighbor. That would give you 3 customers to go along with your website for a total of 5 points, and for doing that, Ambit will send you a check for $100. Now look, they give you 28 days to do that. Most people in our organization do it in 24 hours. We're talking about calling your mother and saying hi to a neighbor. We keep it as simple as possible. But now you have done those 5 customer points. Now I want you to maybe wake up in the morning and go to work and share this with your friend Bob. Bob's going to join you in business, and he's going to get credit for 2 customer points for his website system. He's going to gather 3 customers just like you did. When he gets a check for $100, so do you. We're going to pay you 100% matching bonus for helping your friends see success. Maybe share it with your friend Ryan. As Ryan joins you in business and does the same thing you did, just gather 3 customers to go along with the website. When he gets a check for $100, you do too. So now you've gathered the 5 customer points, the 2 personally sponsored consultants. Just help them to do the same thing that you've already accomplished. And as soon as you do that, you get your first promotion. Now we have a multitude of promotional levels, leadership levels. The first one that you just accomplished is called a regional consultant, where we give you a 55% raise. Now as you start that organization and sponsor a couple of people, they gather a few customers, they get a check for $100, you get a check for $155. But wouldn't you imagine that they're going to go out and do the same thing that you did? They're going to go share the information with a couple of people who gather a few customers and help them to do the same. And every single time somebody joins your regional organization, you'll get a check for $55 as soon as they gather a few customers. I know you're looking at this and saying, well, but that doesn't mean much to me. What's $55? Well, let me just tell you about me. My wife and I have been here for a little over 9 years, and we've just accomplished 100,000 consultants at our organization. So you do the math. 100,000 divided by 9 years, however you want to break it down. Annually, monthly, weekly, or daily. You see how many people are joining our business on average, and then you multiply that times 55. But wait, because see, as you build a team of just 18 in your regional organization, you promote again to what's called a senior consultant, where now we pay you up to $135 to infinity, up to $215 to infinity as an executive, and up to $240 as a national. And all of this continues to grow and pay you simultaneously. So did you pause it and do that math equation to see how many join our business on a daily basis? Which level do you want to promote to? You see, all this money gets paid out every single week because somebody joined your business and just gathered a few customers. Customers who pay their bill how often? Yeah, monthly. Nothing you can do to get away from that, right? Well, what if we gave you a portion of that bill every single month. You see, we're going to pay you for the customers that you personally gathered. We're going to pay you for the customers that are gathered by members of your organization. And we're going to pay it to you every single month for getting something started. Now listen, you currently know 2,043 people. Yeah, the average 18-year-old knows over 2,000 people. I'm going to ask you to assume that you could share this information with just 3. And then what if you help those 3 people share it with just 3? That would be 9 new consultants in your organization. And what if you help those 9? And then what if you follow that same process just 7 levels deep? That'd be well over 3,000 consultants in your organization, yet you got it started with just 3. Now, what if all anybody does is become their own customer, call mom, and say hi to a neighbor? They just average 3 customers. That's almost 10,000 customers that you're going to be getting paid on month after month after month. So, would an extra almost $12,000 a month help your income? Would that help you and your family change maybe a few things? Remember, how often do you and I pay our electric bill or our gas bill? And what if we paid you every month for it? Now, I know that's a lot of money, but I got to be honest, that's not the biggest. Remember we shared that formula with you of how you promote to a regional consultant? Well, every time you promote, we're going to add more money to your residual income. As a regional consultant, we're going to add 25 cents to every customer, but not just in your 7 levels. We're going to take that to infinity. If you want more, promote to senior, where now it's up to 50 cents, up to 75 cents as an executive, and up to an additional $1 on every customer ever coming through your organization in your national code. And yes, everything continues to grow and pay you simultaneously. So let me ask you this. Why are you taking a look? I mean, I know why I did. You see, when I found this company, I was down and out. I'd just come out of my 3rd home foreclosure after already filing bankruptcy. I've had 3 cars repossessed in my life. It had just never worked out for me. But over 9 years ago, someone cared enough about me to pick up the phone and ask me to drive 250 miles to see what you just saw. So what are you seeing? I mean, I saw financial freedom. You know how I saw financial freedom? Because I understood everyone was already using electricity and gas. And I understood every month as they paid that bill, someone was making money, and I was told that someone could now be me. Well, that started to change everything. I started to have different ideas about the future and what it could all become. What kind of ideas are you having? Why is it working so easily for a company? That's simple. What we have to offer is a service, not a product. We don't have to convince anyone that it might be a good idea to use electricity or natural gas. They're already using it. And you get to do this in your spare time and part-time. I've never asked anyone to quit their job. I just ask them to give us 15 minutes here and 30 minutes there. Just help us to get something started for you that could change your life. Now listen, our compensation plan, I admit, it takes a little while to understand. It took me 10 weeks. But 10 weeks later, I'd already promoted for the 3rd time. You know why I was okay with that? Because I had never in my life accepted a job that I already knew everything about. I always had to go to training and learn as I went along. Haven't you? This is no different. But the most important thing about life and about business is timing. Right now, we're the #1 fastest growing company in America, and no one even knows about us. But one day they will. One day everyone you know, all of your neighbors, your friends, your relatives, your co-workers, the day will come when everyone knows Ambit. I hope they know about it because of you. And they will if you'll just plug into our proven system. Look, our system is so simple that you'll see success if you follow it. So I hope you get with the one that invited you and say yes. $75 is worth a shot at changing my life. Folks, that's all it is to join. It's a one-time fee of just $75, and your website systems that give you the ability to enroll customers, consultants, track everything that's going on in your organization, even get online video training. You get all of that for just $24.95. So let's think about it for a second. 75 plus 25, that's $100. You become your own first customer, call mom, and talk to a neighbor. That pays you your first check of $100. Everything from that moment on is pure profit for you and your family. So why don't you get with the one that invited you and say yes. Let's start my Ambit business today. Help me to go out and share this information with others. Help me get something started that will change my life forever. So lastly, let me ask you one last time. Do you know 3 people? Do you think maybe they know 3 people? And can you get that started so that in 7 levels you'll have over 3,000 consultants, all averaging a few customers, so that Ambit Energy every month can be sending you almost $12,000 month after month after month. My name is Chris Atkinson. I'm a national consultant. I hope God blesses you and your family for generations to come because you said yes today. God bless.